You are a Houston guy. You root for the Houston teams. Pete lives in DFW. I grew up in Waco, so I don't talk a lot of Houston sports. So this is a good opportunity. Quickly to update folks who might be into Houston sports. Astros.
Brother.
Talk to me about the Astros, dude. So I watch so little baseball.
Yeah.
I know they're leading the division. I know, power rankings wise, they're somewhere between 4 and 7. But I was thinking about this today, Royden. Like we just talked about Baylor's expectations. The Astros are on like an 8 and 9 year run here.
Yeah.
Where really the expectation for this franchise is, are we competing to get back to a World Series? And as an Astros fan, tell me where they're at today.
Well, Jim Crane would always say that the window, as long as he's the owner, the window is always open. Now, has that been the case with how he's spent, i.e. Alex Bregman, letting Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, and the like walk? I don't know. But they've done a good job of getting people in place that have helped them continue to win. I think a lot of it goes down, and people can roll their eyes if you're not Astros fans, but a lot of it comes down to, like, as long as Jose Altuve is still on the team, it seems to be that they're going.
He's an all-time great, man.
Yes, they're gonna compete. So they have right now the best record in the American League. That is shocking because they have a league-leading 17 players on the injured list.
My God.
They have a league-leading 17 players on the injured list, including 6 dudes that were on their opening day roster, and I think 5 starters that were on their opening day roster, including the back half of their entire rotation has been decimated. Their bullpen has been pretty good, which has kind of kept them afloat, but their third baseman is now hurt. Their all-star shortstop, Jeremy Pena, is now hurt. Yordan Alvarez, who was on the verge of being an all-time great, like DH, it felt like to me. But on this David Ortiz track, he injured his hand. He hasn't played since May. Christian Walker has been on-off injured, who was their big sort of first baseman signing. He also hadn't been really that great. Their starting center fielder, who was having a career year, is now hurt, and a couple of their left fielders. Altuve has been on and off in left field, but a couple of their left fielders that they brought up have been hurt. They have still won. They're still 60 and 42 or something like that.
Yeah, 60 and 42.
Yeah,
correct,
so they're still 60 and 42. They have the most players on the injured list. I've never seen anything like it. In fact, they were they've had a lot of these injuries, they got a lot of this injury bug last year. I kind of think, this is just me talking. They have one of the probably worst training staffs in the entire MLB. Like, there's no reason that these guys should be out as long or for the amount of time that it feels like they're out, or why they keep sustaining this amount of injuries. It's
or human beings aren't designed to live in somewhere as humid and
right. No, they're not
disgusting. As
well, they play in a
Texas.
dome. They play in a dome.
I know,
it took the Rangers that long to figure out. It took the Rangers 60 years to figure out that you could play.
That you can play in air
indoors.
conditioning in Texas. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think the expectation is that they're probably going to, if they can somehow withstand this and get a couple of guys back for the end of the year, like they have players that were out with Tommy John last year that could be coming back by September. So if they can withstand all of this and win with their literally their AAA squad playing on the field, then the idea is that you win the division and you get a first round bye. And they kind of ran into that last year when they didn't get a first round bye. They ran into an up and coming Detroit Tigers team who's also now was kind of a year ahead. Now they're the first or second best team in the AL, and they ran into Tarek Skubal, who won the Cy Young. And so he just dominated them, and they couldn't hit. They also had all those injuries last year. So you want to try to avoid the upstart, up-and-coming team and maybe get that first-round bye, and you don't have to play the wild card team, which has seemed to be their kryptonite over the past couple of years. I'm fascinated by it. I don't have any idea that they're going to win another World Series with this squad. I just don't see it. Because they would have to get a ton of people healthy at the right time to get enough at-bats and get enough pitches under their belt to make a run into October. But if that happens, look out. People will be, tweeting through it that they may be winning again.
Hey.
I don't think it'll happen, but it's fun to watch, man. I love baseball, and I love that the Astros are good because I went through my entire teenage years where they were the worst thing that has ever
Yes.
been put on a field. They were hilariously bad. So you can cry in the comments as long as you want. I'm watching fun baseball, so that's what I
So
like to see.
true. Well, I was a hater for a long time, Royd, and I was because I grew up a Rangers
It's
fan.
fine. I get it.
But the difference is the Rangers have managed to make magic happen once, despite my still the trauma I carry from from the 2011 World Series.
Man, so many
Yeah.
people do. They're still going through it. I think people are still wanting
Royden, that's
Nelson
what-
Cruz to take one step back.
No. So I just told you I don't watch baseball. I stopped watching baseball.
Oh, really? Because of that?
I was a huge baseball fan, and that 2011 World Series broke me, dude. I have not kept up with baseball since.
People are
even
still
when the
talking
Rangers,
about
even
Nelson
when the
Cruz.
Rangers won the World Series, I was like, I was excited, but I did not keep up with it.
Yeah, it didn't hit you the same.
No. So I'm still carrying some. I need to process that in therapy. I think the Rangers
Yeah, I mean,
losing
people
that
are still talking
2011.
about the Albert
David
Pujols.
Freese. I want to murder David Freese. Okay.
People are still talking. He can eat for free forever in St. Louis, can
Yes.
he? But people are still talking about the Albert Pujols home run that was hit off of Brad Lidge, and the Astros won that series. So scars last forever.
But
it feels like.
I brought up the Rangers to say the Rangers made magic happen once. The Astros have made magic happen multiple times now.
Yeah.
So as you said, maybe not the expectation, but I will not be shocked if we find the Astros in the World Series.
Seems to be a reality. I mean, they lost a couple of World Series that they probably should have won, and then they were in they were in two that they had no business being in.
Yeah.
And so it's been fun to watch, especially you get disappointed as we lost the World Series, but it's like no business being there. So this could be a team that could probably do that again, and I wouldn't be surprised.